Hey everyone, this is Chris Shaw, and in this video we're going to talk about the kind of controller that's needed to run CS control. So I have here a really old controller I had lying around, and it's one of these guys where when you spin the knob, they stop when you get to one end, and they stop when you go to the other, and it spits out a value of 0 to 127. Now, this is the kind of controller that you cannot use. That is the bad news. So if you're thinking about repurposing something like this for CS control, unfortunately, you're out of luck. The kind of controller you need is a controller like this one here. Now, this one is a DJ Tech Tools MIDI Fighter Twister. Yeah, it's a mouthful. This controller has infinite knobs on them. In other words, they just spin constantly. They go from there's no detent, and it's a continuous controller. And the other thing is, with this kind of controller, when I turn it in one direction, you'll notice that it's spitting out a constant stream of 65. And then when I spin it in the other direction, it spits out a constant value of 63. Now, on some controllers, you'll spit out 0 and 127 or 1 and 128. That works as well. Some controllers will spit out 0 when you turn to the right and 127 when you turn to the left, which is a little bit strange, but there is an option inside of the configuration panel of CS Control that will invert those values so it works properly. So again, if you have an old controller like the one I showed you before, you're out of luck. You need something like this. Again, it's a continuous controller spitting out one value when you turn it in one direction, and it's spitting out another value in the other direction. This is also known in some controllers as relative MIDI or incremental MIDI. But this is what you need. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move on in the other videos, and I'll show you how to configure and set up CS Control so you can control your plugins.